Can you even see that screen? Mm-mm. Then you're not helpful at all.
Thank you.
You're literally not helpful at all.
You're welcome. It's good to be here.
I didn't take off any of the cat hair from the chair, by the way. So
or
you're
the microphone.
Or the microphone.
Damn it, Kevin.
You're just getting covered in cat hair.
Is damn it allowed?
Right now. I don't know.
Is that a swear word?
Can we say, hey, producer, look, we have a producer. Is damn it allowed or no? Oh, you can talk, though. We gave you a mic. You can put that into words. He's not. Okay, good. I have a mute producer.
I think that's a yes.
Exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it's fine.
So awesome. It's fine. Okay, good. This whole episode, I needed to go really badly. Actually, I need you to do bad. I need you to completely bomb it.
I will try on purpose.
Dang it. You know that I have to edit this? I have to bleep out every F word you say.
That's crazy.
No, it's not nice of you.
So when YouTube was just starting, me and my friends had a game that, you know, all those videos of like Voldemort laughing like for like 10 hours.
Yes.
Back in the day, if you reported it for nudity or for like other things that weren't allowed on YouTube, the people that work for them would have to watch the entire video to make sure there wasn't nudity. So I'm kind of getting that like rush again where I gotta like sneak in a cuss word. So then you have to just go through the entire podcast to make sure you're not missing one.
Sift through it. So you were doing that to like some poor intern sap who had to like sit there and watch 10 hours of laughter to make sure there wasn't like boobs in it.
It gave me life.
It gave you life. No, I need this to go badly because, you know, just like we have we have more setup. I gotta get a picture of all this afterward. We have more setup. We have like more camera. We have producer. We just have more. We have that mic hooked up, which has never been hooked up ever before because I don't care what Kevin has to say. I don't care what he has to say. I don't want to hear from him. I don't care about his opinions. But let me tell you, you know, the scheduling and, you know, getting you over here and then getting him in the chair and all the setup.
How much are you paying him per hour?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, that's our show. Thank you for coming. No, it's just it's a big hassle.
That's a nice new camera too. Where'd you get that?
Let's not talk about what that camera came in.
Didn't you say something about that?
No, I said nothing about it. Anyway, I need you to be really bad. I need you to be a terrible guest so I never have to go through the rigmarole of all of this setup again. So if you could just not be funny and just like don't say anything funny and just be really off-putting to all of our viewers, that'd be great.
Look at who's here.
Riley's here, everybody.
You're so cute.
Okay, so you're a musician. How do you make a music? How do you write a song? What is your songwriting process?
That always changes.
Okay.
Oh, downward dog. She does it way better than me.
I'm trying to talk about what you do for a living. How do you write a music?
You told me to be a bad co-host, so I'm going to be.
You're nailing it.
Nailing it.
No.
It usually starts with either a guitar riff or a vocal melody. It's never the same thing twice.
Okay. Do you have to be inspired, or can you just sit down and like?
Do I have to use what?
Do you have to be completely inspired? Like does it happen at weird times where like I'm inspired, I have to sit down and write a song? Or can you just be really motivated and sit down and be like, I need to write a song today and then pump something out?
It changes. There's been songs that I've written where it's like, there was a song I wrote a while ago that I heard in a dream. I heard like, I dreamt I was at a Black Sabbath concert in like the 1970s. And they were playing this song and the riff and everything. And I woke up and I was like, that's not a Black Sabbath song. And I like recorded it and it's Forgotten Gone. It's our song Forgotten Gone.
What?
I heard the riff and the you let me down. Like everything I do in that, it's I dreamt I was watching Ozzy and the rest of them do it, and then I recorded it, and that's our song. Yeah.
That came to you in a dream?
Yeah.
That means that it was in you, though. You know, like your brain already had it,
Yeah.
Maybe you're just too dumb during the day doing your dumb stuff that you do all day that like you don't listen to it. So your brain had to be like, I'm gonna get him
Do
when
you
he's
deal with
asleep.
this every day?
I'm gonna get him when
Every
he's
day?
asleep, and then you sleep, and your brain's like, I'm going in now, like now, you know, you know, when they go in to get like Bin Laden or whatever, and they're like now,
Just
and
like
they're
Bin Laden. My songwriting
And then-
process is exactly like when they got Bin Laden.
and all your your smart brain cells, they like went in and they're like, let's get him. And then you were dreaming, and then the song was there, and then you made the song. That means it was already in you, though. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
My question is, you happen to be at a Sabbath show, right?
In
your dream.
I could only assume because the only person I could recognize was Ozzy, and I think it was Tony on guitar and everybody else. But like it was bizarre because it wasn't like we weren't at any type of open air festival or arena. It was like at where we normally play at Counts Vamped, which is the coolest rock bar in Las Vegas, and it's our home away from home. And the band was on stage, and there was like barely a PA, and they had a ton of amps behind them. Like there's a ton of fake amps at the back of the stage anyway, but it was like the loudest in my dream, the loudest concert I'd ever been to. And it was like a bunch of my friends, but I didn't recognize them. It was such a weird experience, and that the song that became Forgotten Gone was being played.
What would you have done though if in your dream you were at like a New Kids on the Block concert? Would you still have recorded it?
I'd probably be touring with the Backstreet Boys right now.
Dang.
Honestly.
You're probably so rich. But you've been doing this for so long, right? You've been writing. There is cat hair on mine too. So disrespectful.
Kevin.
So you've been writing music for so long though. But like, so what's your basic process? You said it's different every time. But okay, so just give us a rundown.
My go-to is like I sit down with my acoustic and I just play and whatever riffs I come up with. Because I was in choir at a very young age. I did that first, and then I learned guitar when I was about 14 years old, 13, 14. And all of like the sight reading and like learning by ear I did from choir is what I applied to learning guitar. So I kind of taught myself that after I learned the basics. And so I kind of just hear stuff, and I repeated it for so long until I could kind of write my own riffs and songs and melodies. So I'll even write like vocal harmonies with the guitar.
That's awesome.
Like, it's just my route.
Oh look, my producer's coming to fix my camera.
Did
Yeah,
it
all
make
you
it
have
a
to do is hit the
poopy?
record.
Hey, take the poopy.
Yep, it pooped the bed, and you just there you go, boom.
So how do
fix
I-
it? Oh my
may
gosh,
I-
I have
May I add to
a
this?
producer. Yes, you can absolutely add to this.
Can we
All
stop
have
in the
to
middle
do
of
is
this?
just, well, I'll just run and grab it, and we just cut to the TJ Maxx song. Do you remember how that goes?
TJ Maxx.
Can you do that?
Yeah, get in the Max. TJ Maxx, right? Is that it?
You should go. TJ Maxx. You should go.
Give me a Max. Give me a Max. Break me off a piece of that TJ Maxx. I think that's the song. That's the theme song.
You should go. TJ Maxx.
Would you like to do a shoey? Do you know what a shoey is?
I don't know what you're talking
Do you watch
about.
F1 racing?
No.
Okay, so there's an Australian driver named Daniel Ricciardo, and every time he wins, he takes off his shoe and he pours champagne in his shoe, and then he drinks, and it's called a shoey.
Why does he do that?
Take off your shoe and let's drink out of
No.
it.
Can't he do something else?
No, it's an Australian tradition.
Is that what happens when you're on like an island that's a continent for too long away from everything else? Toilets flush backwards?
Wait, really?
I love
Oh,
Australia.
they swirl the other way.
Actually, I love
Look
it. My
I've
favorite
got
musicians
tiny-
are from there.
I've got tiny shoes.
Ooh.
Do you know whose
Got Woody
shoes
and
they are?
Buzz? Do they say Andy? They don't.
Buzz or Woody? Which one?
There's a whiskey in my boot. Cheers to Temperamental.
Toes up. What was your favorite sketch I ever appeared on? Since you obviously watched every episode of all that I was ever on. You're a huge fan, right? Just go if you just want to go through my
it was-
characters, that'd be
yeah,
great.
Yeah. I think my favorite sketch that you did is where you worked for that burger place and you're like, hey, welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
That was me.
That
with
was
the
you?
with the braids.
Yeah.
That was totally me.
And
You enjoyed
you
that
were
one?
so good they made a movie out of it.
Yes, I had a whole movie. Yes.
No, definitely the goth sketch. I think that was my favorite.
Oh, you actually do know?
Whatever.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Great. I should have acted like I still didn't know.
Okay, what did you watch in the when you were a kid, in your early youth, in the early
Well,
2000s?
I did watch all that. I was actually a sucker for like just all the Nickelodeon and Disney shows. And remember Roswell?
No.
No.
No, what is
I
Roswell?
was a sucker for that. It was really bad alien love story TV. It was pretty much like Gilmore Girls, but Area 51.
What? That sounds amazing.
Fucking terrible.
I love Gilmore Girls. Don't you say anything against Gilmore Girls. That is one of the best shows ever made.
Wait a minute. I heard the other day that is it Gilmore Girls? Sebastian Bach was in Gilmore Girls.
That's how I know him,
as
bro.
a character of Gil. Do you know what happened? Do you know what the mother... So I've known this guy for a while. I've known him for a hot minute. I've seen him at plenty of birthday parties around town. We've met and had wine on plenty of occasions. I'm at Counts Vamped 2 weeks ago, and this man looks at me, and he's like, "Hey, good to see you." And I go, "Hey, good to see you. I'll be right back." I get him a glass of wine because he loves red wine. And I go, "Here you go. Cheers, bro." And he goes, "Thanks, Ben." And I go, "Ben?" And I'm like, "It's Brendan." He goes, "Yeah, Ben." And I'm like, "I'm Brendan." He goes, "You're Ben Carey from Savage Garden." So the dude was so drunk, he thought I was Ben Carey.
Hey, producer, is there any way you can bring up that picture on your phone so that I can see if there's any resemblance?
There's no fucking resemblance.
Well, we're going to find out.
No.
That looks nothing like you.
Thank you, God. No offense, Ben. I think you're a great guy, but I just don't look like you.
I have a suggestion. Why don't you tell him about how our daughter recently lost a tooth and maybe the most metal thing that he's done?
Okay, so I don't know how you feel about this, and we're going to get to the Tooth Fairy story in a second. But I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel very strongly about this, and not many people agree with me. I think we should be done trying to go to space, right? We're trying to go so far into space. We're trying to go out there. We're trying to meet people who live on other planets.
They're not
We're
people.
trying to do like a little, "Hey, how you doing?" with some Martians. I'm not here for it, okay? I don't want any of that. Why are we putting so much money into going up to the stars? I don't want to go up there. I tell you where I want to go. I want to go down. I want to go down. We still don't know what's at the bottom.
ocean,
We
yeah.
still don't know what's at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, okay, right?
Mariana Trench.
Probably dinosaurs down there. There's probably legit real dinosaurs down there. If we still don't know what's going on our planet, what we doing going up? Why are we going up so much? Brendan?
I think we could do both. I think there's
But we're
nothing wrong
not
with doing
doing
both.
both. That's what
But
I'm saying.
I think maybe we could focus more on like our immediate solar system. Like I think we could try harder to figure out. Now, this is me completely disconnected from any type of science involving space. I almost said astrology. Like, did you see the pause and me hating myself and going like, "What are you thinking? Astronomy?" No, like I think that maybe we should figure out like what, is at the center of Jupiter, if we can figure that out, or Neptune, or I don't know, like the other side of the moon.
Like the dark side of the moon.
I don't know, man. I'm full of shit. I don't know. No, man. I think if we can do both, we should.
Yeah, but we're not though. What I'm saying is that we're throwing stuff into the air, right? We're launching things.
Yeah.
We're launching things up there, and then we're hoping that they land. And when they land, like the Mars rover, right? We threw a car at Mars, and then the car, he's like, "I'm here," and then he drives like 2 feet, and then he looks at what's around him, and he's like, "Cool, a rock." And then he drives like 3 more feet, and he's like, "Whoa, a hole." And he's doing that, and that's great, cool. But also, the only like real deep dive, and it seems like we're doing into the ocean, is to find some dishes from the Titanic. That's what it seems to me.
No, we're also
looking for dishes.
We're also killing billionaires.
Well, that's
Too soon?
not on purpose. Not on purpose, Brendan. We're not doing it on
Too soon?
purpose. Look, I went on the submarines at Disneyland, and they were perfectly safe. And my whole family got out alive.
That's why they
so
all died,
fine.
because it was a submarine from Disneyland that tried to go see the Titanic.
No, it was not yellow.
was it.
It was not bright yellow.
No, I saw it.
I didn't see Dory
It was
anywhere.
a Disney
There's no
submarine.
Dory. There's no Nemo.
It
None of
was
that.
actually a bunch of billionaires that didn't pay their Club 33 fees for the year.
Oh, I want to go there so bad. I wanna
It's
go to
actually
top
what
30
happened
things
is
so
a,
bad.
a real travesty, and I'm really
It
not
was
trying
real.
to joke about people dying. That's
okay,
actually
we're
really
gonna-
sad. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You shouldn't wish another person dead, but like, yeah.
I'm gonna keep your mouth moving, and I'm gonna play the TJ Maxx theme song over everything you're saying. That's not.
Can we do the Spanish flea instead?
There was a little Spanish flea, a record star he thought he'd be. He heard of singers like Beatles, the Chipmunks he'd heard on TV. Why not a little Spanish flea? Yeah, Spanish flea is in the house. I can't rap him as a dog. There's too much
Featuring
dog.
Riley. No, just
That
that was magic. That was magic.
But anyway, I basically what I'm trying to say is I think there's dinosaurs at the bottom of the sea. I think there's dinosaurs down there.
Did you hear that? That was amazing. Why am I so entertained?
What did I miss?
There was a very strange noise that came out of his cup.
Your cup?
There's a bubble in my boot. That was amazing. Wow.
I hope the
should have
mic
been
picked it
all,
up.
all of my time watching. What was it, Beer Fest?
Yeah, you didn't
Where
turn
you
the
have to
boot.
Turn the
Yeah.
boot. I got hit with it. Wow. I wonder if I could recreate it. Probably not. It's so pleasant, right? It's so
Bloink.
pleasant.
Bloink. It's like how people can do that, like. I've never been able to do that. I just did it though. We're a sound effect show now. Okay, I have one final story before I make you leave my house. Okay, so I have a daughter. She's 7. She has no 2 front teeth anymore. They're gone. She lost them both in one day. And let me tell you, she lost the first tooth because she's an idiot and hit her face on her desk at school. She misjudged the distance between her face and her desk and just bam. So she lost it at school.
What was the activity?
I think just opening her desk was the activity. I think that's what it was.
Does it open like this?
I think so. I'm not sure. How? What?
She just tried to lay down on it.
She tried to lay down her desk, as you do in school.
Oh,
Take a nap on your
That's actually the most I remember of school.
Take a nap on your desk.
Mm.
So somehow she misjudged the distance between her face and her desk, and she took out one of her front teeth, and it bled everywhere.
Oh.
That's great. The nurse gave her a little necklace to put her tooth in. It's great. You know, she got a piece of jewelry out of it. It's totally fine.
I like to wear body parts as trophies.
Super metal, right?
Yeah.
Bones falling out just all over the place.
Mm.
So she got home later that night. Her other tooth starts to fall out. It's hanging, you know, by the
Like-
gallows of her gums, just like
Wow, is that the name of your next punk rock band?
the gallows of her gums. Yes, it's hanging by a mouth thread. And Sean's like, this thing's got to come out. We got to get this thing out of our daughter's face. So I'm like, let's put some dental floss around it. And she's like, I don't want to slam it in a door and have the door pull it out. And I'm like, what is this, the 1960s? Like, we don't do that anymore.
Is that what you did back then?
I hate you so much. I hate you. I can't believe this is my first guest I've ever had. Kevin?
Kevin's
We
slitting
need
his
you.
wrists right now.
So anyway, so
What? Sorry, Kevin is a sweetheart.
he's not though. He's a jerk. So I wrapped the dental floss around her tooth and it was coming out like this. And she's like, I want to do it. And I'm like, girl, go for it. And she freaking like, and she pulled out her own tooth.
With her fingers?
Yes, with her hands. Yes, just. Chloe, you're a real G.
That's awesome.
So that's the most metal thing that she's ever done that I've ever seen her do. So you have to top that. Like, what's the most metal thing that you've ever done? She's pulled a bone out of her mouth.
That's awesome.
Have you done that?
When I was a kid, I was playing with my nephew. He had a bunch of these glow-in-the-dark ceiling stars. You know those? That
Yeah,
you just,
I sure do. Yeah.
and there was like one, like maybe like the size of a silver dollar. You remember what those are?
No. No, I wasn't.
Back in my day,
wasn't alive then.
dollars was silver and round. And we'd been playing with them and putting them in his. My nephew was born when I was 5, so he's kind of always just been like a little brother to me. So we grew up together. Usually, like, you know, the uncle to nephew ratio is
Yeah.
usually a lot
Yeah.
wider. But my sister's about 19 years older than me, so my nephew's always kind of just been more like a little brother. So we're like playing around his room, and you know, we had, I don't even know if we were playing with like Nerf guns or whatever the heck, but something happened, and I went to jump onto his bed, and I had my hands out, and he had the rest of his stars on those bed, and I kind of like landed on it, and then I jumped again, and when I did so, one of the stars like went like this and went right into my hand. So I had a plastic star coming out of my hand at the age of like 9 or 10. And I still don't think I've ever screamed that loud in my life. That's got to be the most metal thing, though, I've experienced as far as that goes. I've never really broken a bone. Knock on. Where the
wood at all. This is like fake marble. This is
knock
some
on.
kind
The
of
legs
steel.
of the chair would.
The legs are good. Yeah, knock on legs. Knock on legs.
Knock on legs. That's got to be like probably the most gory thing I've experienced on myself.
You had a plastic star protruding.
like sticking out
from
like
your
blood
hand.
was like, and I was like, ah! And I like didn't know what to do, and I like ran at my sister like, and she's like, what the did you do? Like, see, I didn't cuss that time.
Thank you so much. I
Look at that.
appreciate you. That's
Yeah.
some real growth that's
I feel
happened
like I
in
should
the
have
last
fucking
hour.
cussed right there. Like that's what I should have. So and she's like, oh my god! And my nephew's like crying. The dogs are barking,
There's blood just.
and like she's like,
But
took
also
it
you're
out. And I was like, ah!
But like you're also glowing in the dark, right? Because the star.
Actually, that's how I got my superpowers. Yeah, glow man.
how.
I have an update for you.
Okay.
There has been an update to how metal your daughter is
Ooh.
I'm
that
ready.
I received just now in my email.
Ooh.
I'm ready.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I will bring it to you. You can read it.
Oh my God. We have actual breaking news.
Start with the subject.
Oh my God. Breaking news. We have a behavior notice from the school that we've just received. Oh, this email is to inform you of a behavior event record for your child. Oh, the details of the event are listed below. Oh my God. Injury report is the behavior event. It's what it's called.
She heard me telling this story, and she was like, I have to one-up it. I have to one-up
Okay, are you
the
ready?
star story.
Description. During afternoon recess on the lower playground. That's how you know it's a nice school. They've got multiple
They've
playgrounds.
got
This is the
multiple
lower
levels
playground.
of playgrounds.
On the lower playground.
On the peasant
It's like
playground.
on the Lido deck.
On the, yeah. Oh.
On the Lido deck playground, another student accidentally
Does it say the activity?
Brendan, I can't believe it.
Let me see it. Okay, hold on. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Can you read it? I can't read it.
During afternoon recess on the lower playground, another student. Oh, Chloe.
My stomach.
Okay. Another. Oh.
I'd like to caveat this with the subject being injury report, but we're all laughing.
Another student accidentally kicked a ball into Chloe's head. She said she was okay and refused ice and continued playing. I checked in with her after recess. She said she was still doing fine. I left a message for her mom. God. I left a message for her. This is the message. I don't understand.
Refused ice.
Refused
No.
ice.
Can you imagine working for a school and having to type out the sentence accidentally kicked a ball into Chloe's head?
I sent a message to her mom. You know, she was in the teacher's lounge, like laughing with everyone, like the beginning scene in Goodfellas where they're at the bar, like.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Damn, Chloe.
that happened that's happening right now. That's a live report.
Live tweets.
Live tweets is breaking news. Well, anyway, thank you for coming on Temperamental, Ben. You've been great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
know,
Let me
you're
talk
my
about my
oldest-
next Savage Garden record, please. While we're
your
here.
next what?
What?
Your next what?
Savage Garden record?
Oh, yes.
You just called me Ben. Did you
I
get
didn't hear
lost
what
in
you.
the
I
joke?
didn't. No, I didn't hear what you said. You were slurring your words.
No, I was just talking quietly.
There's actual tears under my eyes. Like, I'm laughing so hard. I can't believe that happened. Kicked a ball into Chloe's head. Okay, I don't like intros and outros, but anyway, this has been Brendan Shane. He sings for the Nocturnal Affair. There's a the in there. They're amazing, for real.
We
have fun, we do silly stuff, but they're a band. It's amazing. I'm trying to give you a compliment here.
I don't care about
Okay,
compliments.
we're
I don't
done with
want-
the compliments. Good, we're done. He sucks. Anyway, how about that?
Thank you. I feel like that's the first time you've told the truth this whole podcast. Should we say something about us playing on September 30th?
Yes, because it's going to come out.
Together?
It's going to come out before that. So
At the usual place?
yes, if you're in Vegas or traveling to the Las Vegas area, we are going to be performing on September 30th, the day after my birthday. So you know I'm going to get lit.
Oh my
Things
God.
going to get cray.
Dirty 50.
Dirty.
Let's go.
I hate you so much. You're never invited back. You're never invited back. I've never.
You asked me to be the worst co-host.
I miss Kevin. Never thought I'd say that.
Wow.
That's what you brought out of me right now. I said I miss Kevin. Yeah, we're playing together the Nocturnal Affair, Von Bolt, on September 30th at the usual place. If you're in Vegas or traveling to Vegas, be there.
Should we
And
name
then
the other
also you
bands?
should like pimp your stuff. What are your socials? What do you want to tell the people?
The Nocturnal Affair. Yeah, just go check that out. It's easy to find. Google it. I don't give a shit. Don't Google it. It's going to be with Jack Sarah, There Is No Us, Von Bolt, Semi-Rotted, which is Jeremy Spencer from Five Finger Death Punch, The Vaudettes, an amazing burlesque troupe. From Chicago, I have a story to tell you about that today, but we
Not
can't
now.
do it on
We're out
camera.
of
Not
time.
on
We're out of
camera.
time.
Not on camera.
We're out of time.
But
Is it how
I'm
we
going to just look at this camera until you tell me to leave.
let's just stare at it and that's how we'll end it. Okay, ready? Okay, go.
I can hear you breathe, Kevin.
Stop, you burned it. Alright, tell me how much this hurts. You ready?
I hate you.
Look that way.
I hate you so much.
1, 2, 3.
Ask him if he needs ice.
Do you need ice?
I refuse.
He has refused ice.
You better tell my mom, though.
I'll email her.